Well, hello, folks. This is Tory Vent. I'm doing videos for November of 2022. Normally, I do a song and give you some information on it, play it, sing it, show you the lyrics and the chords if I've got them. I've got something rather important this time uh, concerning a recent visit I just took down south, a 3,300-mile trip. This video is going to be entitled Marijuana Eyeglasses and How a Dope Doctor Can Refocus Your Eyes. It's going to go on to Facebook and YouTube for November of 2022. I hope you will find it of interest. Now I'm going to show you two pair of glasses. The first pair I got back in 2019, and I think you can see how thick the glass is. They look like the bottoms of Coke bottles. I'll give you the circumstances how that happened during my eye test, how I got such a strong prescription of somebody that would be extremely near or farsighted, one of the two. I'm not quite sure what the thick glasses mean. I think it means you're nearsighted. And here's a pair of glasses that I got in October of 2022, same town down in Mexico near Yuma, Arizona, and you see the glasses of normal thickness. So I'm going to tell you about the circumstances leading up to this here. You're going to get to look at me for a second without glasses on. This is entitled Marijuana Eyeglasses, and it's my custom to get new glasses in Los Algodones, Mexico, during pharmacy dental visits that I make anywhere from 1 to 3 times a year. 3 years ago, the eye doctor was roasted on dope and very talkative and emitting strong dirges of common dope, marijuana, off her clothing and her breath. My airway went dry, my throat tickled, my voice went into marijuana monotone like this when you can only make one note, and that's from the partial larynx paralysis, partial paralysis of the vocal cords that marijuana does when, especially when you're not a doper. It hits you real fast. During the eye exam, my eyes were rolling in and out of focus as the muscles that tone and focus them were anesthetized by the uh, proximity of the THC. Okay, an hour later, I picked up the glasses, and as time wore on, noticed I began losing visual acuity. I wasn't seeing as sharply as my eyes were undoping. Uh, the right lens was like the bottom of a Coke bottle. I showed you that one earlier. I'll show it to you again at the end. And while going home, driving back from Mexico and Arizona and through California and back to Washington, uh, I was missing turns because I couldn't read the road signs with these glasses. Uh, a year later, I was back down in Los Algodones, Baja California, and I was down there on a Sunday in November, and I got another pair of glasses from the only place I could find open, which was, I think, Arkansas Optical, and got them from an undoped doctor, and they work very well. Uh, but the frame started cracking about 8 to 10 months later. Bad plastic, I think. They just broke for no reason. One side popped, and then the next day the other side popped up. I taped them together. Okay. This month, October of 2022, I went on a 3,300-mile road trip, visited relatives in the Sacramento area and down around the Phoenix area in Arizona, and dropped down to Algodones, and I got another pair of glasses from another Mexican doctor who was undoped, and her publicist was in the street, and the first one I met when I ran into, you need glasses? I said, well, yes, I do. These glasses I'm wearing, I couldn't hardly see to drive down here. I said, your doctor doesn't fuma la mota, smoke the dope. Oh, no, I don't either, and I could see that he was really clean, and when I met the doctor, she was just a young lady out of optometry school, and boy, she was clean, impeccably groomed, well-dressed, and really an upstanding young lady, and uh, and and she restored my vision to 20/20 both eyes. And I certainly didn't have with the other pair of glasses. I was lucky if I had 20/70 in one eye and 2200 in the other. Uh, the moral of the story is, if you're getting glasses and you use a dope eye doctor and you're not a doper, you likely get a bad fit. Uh, I have a family member who says I make up all this stuff I attribute to marijuana, and she doesn't believe a word of it. She's only heard wonderful things about common dope, marijuana, and reminds me that they would not have made it legal if it had negative side effects, and says I'm the only one she ever heard talk bad about marijuana. Well, up here in the upper 48 states out of Mexico, you can pay up to $1,000 for a set of eyeglasses. So if you use a marijuanated doctor and he's breathing dope or she's breathing dope and has it on her clothes and it's affecting your eyes and your speech and your vision and your focus, you're liable to get a bad fit for $500 to $1,000, and you feel like you've been skinned alive uh, uh, just because you have to put up with somebody's legal dope. So beware of the pot-headed eye doctor, uh, which entails, I'd say, about 50% of the population, which includes doctors over the age of 12 in Washington, and it's about the same number in Oregon, maybe a little worse in Oregon, and almost as bad in California. But that's the second pair of dope glasses. I went through my old glasses and started looking, and I found another pair that I'd gotten a few years back that had those Coke bottle bottom thick thick lenses. So I'd evidently gone to another doctor, but it takes you a while to figure it out because you just don't suspect when you go in and the doctor's dope that it's going to drug your eyes and you're going to get a poor fit and a bad exam. So we'll get the camera out here and show it to you again. Here's the glasses from about 2019, and you can see that thick lens. It looks like a bottom of a Coke bottle, and the other one's all somewhere what too, but that eye didn't get doped as bad. Then you look at the glasses that fit, and you cannot see any of the lens protruding down below the frame. That's a good fit. That's 20/20. I paid $80 for that set. I think for this set here, I paid 60. It depends on the day of the week and the time of the year and the time of the day you get there. The prices vary and they barter a little bit. So, thank you for listening to my video on marijuana eyeglasses. You may not believe a word of it, but it's something that could be researched. I've done a lot of research on marijuana, and I've got a list of over 200 things that are harmful side effects from it, ranging from very serious to minor. Thank you very much for listening, and